Welcome to our video on 7 signs of a B12 deficiency and what to eat to fix it. In this informative guide, we'll delve into the surprising truth about B12 deficiency and how it can impact your health. From extreme fatigue and unexplained mood changes to strange sensations that leave you feeling off balance, we'll explore the key signs to watch for. Plus, we'll provide you with essential dietary tips to help replenish your B12 levels and regain your vitality. Let's get started. 1. The surprising truth about B12 deficiency. Imagine suddenly feeling exhausted for weeks, your memory playing tricks on you, and your skin looking pale. You might blame stress or age. But what if it's actually a hidden vitamin B12 deficiency? Recent health surveys suggest that up to 15% of adults worldwide may have low B12 levels, with rates rising in people over 60. B12 is essential for making red blood cells and keeping nerves healthy. Its deficiency doesn't just cause tiredness, it can change how you think, feel, and even move. The tricky part? These signs are easy to miss or mistake for something else. Recognizing them early can mean the difference between a quick fix and long-term problems. 2. Extreme fatigue that won't go away. One of the most common, and frustrating, signs of B12 deficiency is relentless fatigue. This isn't the usual tiredness after a bad night's sleep. People describe it as bone-deep exhaustion that lingers even after resting. It happens because your body struggles to make enough healthy red blood cells, which carry oxygen. Without B12, your cells are literally starved for energy. In a recent study from 2024, doctors found that nearly 80% of people diagnosed with B12 deficiency reported chronic fatigue as their first warning sign. If you're finding it hard to keep your eyes open, even after a lazy weekend, it's worth looking at your B12 intake. 3. Pale or jaundiced skin. Have you ever looked in the mirror and noticed your skin seems oddly pale, or even slightly yellow, especially around the eyes? B12 deficiency can make your skin lose its healthy glow. This happens because the body produces fewer red blood cells, and the ones it does make are fragile. When these cells break down, they release a yellow pigment called bilirubin, which can give skin and eyes a jaundiced tint. Dermatologists in a 2023 review noted that unexplained paleness is often overlooked but is a classic sign of B12 troubles. If people start asking if you're feeling okay just by looking at your face, it might be time to check your vitamin levels. 4. Strange sensations. Tingling or numbness. B12 plays a starring role in keeping your nerves healthy. Without enough, you might feel odd sensations, tingling, prickling, or numbness in your hands, feet, or legs. Doctors call it paresthesia. It can feel like your limbs are asleep, even when you haven't been sitting funny. Neurologists warn that long-term B12 deficiency can actually damage nerves, sometimes permanently. In a study published in January 2025, researchers found nerve symptoms in nearly half of all patients with moderate B12 deficiency. If you notice your fingers or toes tingling for no clear reason, don't ignore it. 5. Brain fog and memory problems. Do you ever feel like your thoughts are moving through molasses? Maybe you're forgetting appointments or losing your train of thought mid-sentence. B12 deficiency can mess with your mind, causing what many describe as brain fog. This includes memory lapses, trouble concentrating, and even confusion. In a recent clinical trial, adults with low B12 scored significantly lower on memory tests, but many improved within weeks of getting enough B12. Doctors say these mental symptoms are sometimes mistaken for early dementia, especially in older adults. If you're sharper after a B12 boost, you'll know your brain just needed a little fuel. 6. Unexplained mood changes. Depression or anxiety. It's shocking how much one vitamin can affect your mood. B12 helps make neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, the same chemicals involved in happiness and motivation. Low levels of B12 can lead to mood swings, depression, or anxiety. Mental health experts say B12 deficiency is sometimes found in people who don't respond fully to antidepressants. In 2024, a major review found that people with low B12 were twice as likely to report depression. If you're feeling unusually down or anxious, and nothing else seems to explain it, your diet might be the missing piece. 7. Glossitis. A red, sore tongue. Ever noticed your tongue looking redder or feeling swollen and sore? This odd symptom is called glossitis and is a classic marker of B12 deficiency. Sometimes the tongue also looks smooth because tiny bumps, papillae, disappear. People with glossitis often complain that food tastes strange or bland. Dentists and doctors alike have flagged this as an early and visible warning sign. In a 2023 dental study, nearly 1/3 of patients with a sore tongue had low B12. This is one sign you can literally see in the mirror, so don't ignore it. 8. Balance and coordination problem. If you're stumbling more than usual, tripping over nothing, or feeling off balance, low B12 could be affecting your nerves. B12 is vital for myelin, the protective sheath around nerves that helps with movement and coordination. Without it, walking and even standing can feel unsteady. Neurology clinics have reported that some older adults with B12 deficiency are misdiagnosed with Parkinson's or other movement disorders. A 2024 study found that simple B12 supplements restored balance in about half the patients who had gait issues. Don't chalk it up to clumsiness. Sometimes it's your body's way of waving a red flag. 9. Shortness of breath and dizziness. If you're getting winded after climbing just a few stairs, or feeling dizzy when you stand up, a lack of B12 could be to blame. This happens because the body isn't transporting enough oxygen due to fewer healthy red blood cells. Even mild exertion can leave you gasping. In hospital surveys from late 2024, over 60% of people with newly diagnosed B12 deficiency mentioned breathlessness or lightheadedness. If you're finding it hard to catch your breath, especially when you didn't before, it's time to pay attention. 10. Why some diets put you at risk. Not everyone is at equal risk for B12 deficiency. Your diet plays a huge role. B12 is found naturally only in animal products like meat, fish, dairy, and eggs. Vegans and some vegetarians are more likely to run low unless they take supplements or eat fortified foods. Older adults are also at risk because the body absorbs B12 less efficiently with age. Some medications, like acid reducers, can make it even harder to get enough. According to a 2025 nutrition report, nearly 40% of vegans tested had below normal B12 levels. Knowing your risk can help you stay one step ahead. 11. The best foods for B12. What to put on your plate. If you're low on B12, what should you eat? The most potent sources are animal-based. Beef liver, just a tiny portion packs a punch, clams, sardines, tuna, salmon, eggs, and dairy products like yogurt and cheese. For those who avoid meat, fortified breakfast cereals, plant milks, and nutritional yeast are great options. Nutritionists say just 2 servings a day of these foods can cover your needs. For those with absorption issues, doctors sometimes recommend B12 shots or high-dose supplements. Making a few swaps in your weekly meals can make a world of difference. 12. Spotting deficiency early. When should you get tested? Catching B12 deficiency early is crucial, as symptoms can sneak up and become serious before you know it. Most doctors recommend checking B12 levels if you have any of the signs listed, especially if you're over 50, follow a vegan diet, or have digestive issues. Blood tests are simple and results come quickly. In many cases, symptoms start to improve within days or weeks of treatment. If you're in doubt, a quick check could save you a lot of trouble down the road.